Do you believe me that I'm a lonely soul? Would you love me? I've been searching, always wanted more. Can you hear me? Do you believe me that I'm a lonely soul? Would you love me? I've been searching, always wanted more. Can you hear me? Take time, lost that shit. So hard when you hit that shit. Hit that spin, you want that kid. You bring things back 'cause you don't wanna get it. Don't worry about this. Don't die the things you wish when you in that place. You want that kiss and want that kiss. Do you believe me that I'm a lonely soul? Would you love me? I've been searching, always wanted more. Can you hear me? Do you believe me that I'm a lonely soul? Would you love me? I've been searching, always wanted more. Can you hear me?
Hey there! Welcome to today's stream. As I announced, I will only play today the Talos Principle II. And it's probably will come again, or like around the weekend, where I'll let them stream both of these games. Although for this specific weekend, or let's say from like Thursday to Sunday, I'm actually not gonna be able to stream. Just a heads up there. I mean, we'll technically see that in my how I plan my streams, because I will then just plan the next stream ahead for like Monday or so. Just gonna double check something here. Just give like 1 minute more, 1 minute, and then we'll dive into the game. Okay. Yep, it's looking all good so far. Okay, let's see. Gonna switch the scene here. Okay. I just thought for a second that my coding is like struggling, but it was just for the time being as the game was loading. And we know it should be fine, so that's good. Yeah, like last stream we were like halfway through the first kind of world of here. Let's see. Enrich myself a little bit. Tricky to get to the fifth chamber. Somewhere probably like this thing here. Yeah. That's looking good. Diod. Okay. Looking a little bit special. Got a lot of barriers. And a gemmer, which already holds something open. Oh, wait, because a lot of teleporter there. Wait. What's this? Yeah, this is actually a barrier as well. Okay, but we cannot... Can't just take it like that. I mean... We can teleport there easily. And now what's the grand idea here? Yeah, it's not like something they want to do. And I'm just, in theory, just feels like stuck here. That's not really helpful. Because you can't really jump off the out of here. Because this whole thing is much too far angled up that I cannot get through there. Should need to start a checkpoint there. I mean, it's not kind of obvious that would be like happening. So no one was there, but yeah. Would like to just jam the barrier there, but that's not possible. We just don't get to the filter itself without necessarily like teleporting to it. Oh, and I'm just kind of forgotten a thing we kind of saw yesterday. Is that we can actually like teleport ourselves with something in our hands. So oh, there's what in there. I was just like thinking, how can we get through here? If we don't have a teleporter, but we actually do have one. So I can teleport myself like right and in there, more or less. I mean, I can see through here. How exactly would I do this one? I'm just gonna go out of this half here. Because I can jam this one right here. Oh, and then I just can't see this one, like this way around. Okay. So it's not too kind of hard to do. Because we just need to put this one more in a visible range for us. And then we can just actually get the jammer here from out there. And just go through here. Jesus. Okay. A neat little puzzle right there. Oh, we got a private message. From Rent to Summerdrome. 1000 minute talk. I was glad to hear your intentions for the Summerdrome. A discovery of such magnitude can only be handled by those with moral training, by which I mean us. If you do find a working device, you must inform me immediately. This may be our best chance to banish evil for good. Okay. I just keep that in mind, I guess. I'm not certain to actually like doing that. Where's the question mark? Actually like leading. Somewhere behind here even. But there's like nothing else in that kind of corner of the map, so I want to check it out. Okay, yeah, it's just an extra puzzle. Let's get to it. Let's see. What do we have here? In minimalism. Okay. Okay. It's a somewhat obvious thing to do. We can actually get up here too. And have a teleporter. Wouldn't be able to get the jammer through, even though we have a teleporter here. Oh. Oh, this is a big difference. Can I put this on here and... Ooh. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see this one. From below here. No. Not even in the slightest, actually. I can detach the fan. I don't see the worth being of like doing that. But we will not get through here. So this is like the first kind of section we need to just solve to get through. And how about this positioning right here? Would we be able to see somehow? Yeah, from here, but we wouldn't be able to get the jammer through. The hard part is that we almost have no way of actually like seeing the teleport pad else than just by having it placed directly here. But the problem we just have is that we need like something on the button there. I mean, it's pretty slow, like moving back into place after you leave the pressure plate, but I don't think that this would be like the case. And you cannot put it on the edge either. It's like only on the button or not. There's no in between there. I mean, you can detach the fan if you place the teleporter where I am right now. Okay, yeah, that actually could kind of work out in our favor. I'm thinking about it. Because we can take the fan and use it as a weight. Just for this button, which actually helps us quite a lot. So let's get down here. And take the jump with us. And now we can actually get through here, and we need 2 items to get below there. Okay. I mean, the obvious choices being the teleporter and the fan as weights. Also with the teleporter we can actually get back up there, which is a really good thing to have. And want to take this one with us. Just want to charge it. Let's get back up here. I want to charge you. Okay. But we need to actually stand on the button for ourselves. to let it charge. Okay, I don't know if it kind of worked or not. No, but it wasn't connected either, so it could not have even worked. Even if it's possible. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's see. Yeah, it's charged. That's good. That's nice. Okay. Then actually you're just like done with the level, because there's no more to it. I'm placing decorator down there. Okay. New interface content available. Had to stop and take a picture. I never cease to be amazed by the beauty of this planet. Yeah, this kind of... It has a canyon-like vibe, it feels a little bit like that. But it's definitely like really pretty. I just really like it. Is there a spark there, or am I just seeing it wrong? I just saw it wrong. It was just the light shining on the rock here. Okay, never mind. Actually, but I thought I would be like going the totally wrong way, but I'm actually not too far off the actual path. I mean, it was a little bit of a detour to do the actual test chamber there, but I'm not gonna avoid them in any way. Want to do them as well. Oh. Hey there.
Hey 1K, what's up?
Oh, there's no question for him. What's your analysis of the southern regions?
The southern part of the island is a natural desert, basically just due to the chemical composition of the soil. I haven't been able to work out why it's so warm though. It could be a warm ocean current or something to do with the megastructure's thermal output. New Jerusalem doesn't have the kind of equipment I'd need to figure that out.
Do you think Brian is okay?
I hope so. I understand why he was impatient, but he should have been more careful.
Yeah. Did you know Cornelius?
Yeah, everyone knew Cornelius. After Eustathius retired, he was the only one left who was there since the beginning. Except I guess none of us really knew him after all. We all thought he was lost in the past, always studying the archive and the simulation. But he actually had all these secrets. And a daughter.
I'm just wondering, why is my mouse actually kind of normal? Didn't the game have like a special mouse cursor? Or I'm just imagining things. Are you disappointed in him?
No, just surprised. Maybe a little sad that he felt he couldn't trust anyone with the truth.
What did you do in New Jerusalem when we went back?
Mostly just made sure Pellegrino didn't mess up the VTOL. We only have a handful of them, and while they look cool on the outside, the truth is they're held together by gaffer tape and good intentions. There's a reason Melville's always complaining.
I get that. This state of affairs could cost lives. In the future we won't need them anymore. Society is unwilling to invest effort and resources into their infrastructure, cannot remain functional. We have to learn to live with less, to be more creative. We're doing that. Actually select this one. Like, society is unwilling to invest effort and resources into their infrastructure, can remain functional, because it's just essential.
When you put it like that, it seems hard to argue. More and more stuff isn't working anymore, and eventually there will be consequences.
I mean, we kind of like heard of one where the rating systems in the meantime were away. Actually was killed like someone because it's derailed. That's not something you kind of want. That's all. Thanks, good. Okay. A winding path up here. I like the style of these buildings some puzzles are in. threats locator. Like, did I like that there's some, okay. So someplace different, but I would just like to in the end. Okay, I need like 2 boxes for getting through. Well, or a teleporter. It's also an option. Can do it like that. Yeah, okay. It's kind of obvious what we need to do here. A little bit annoying, kind of. You need to do it like multiple times. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, okay, we just need to do it the way like we always did with the other like barriers there. We'll put ourselves in here. Yeah, I would argue just that we put the teleporter as weight on this plate here. Because we'll need the cube to get actually up here. Okay. Nice. I got a 6 stone. Let's see, there's something there. Oh, something new. Matter of taste. Witnessing all this incredible technology discovered by the expedition has given me an idea for something we could do if we had the resources and the energy. Are you ready for this? Taste buds. Seriously, how have we gone for so long without something our ancestors considered so essential? Don't you want to know what pizza tastes like? What's it like to eat chocolate? To have an apple? What's the deal is with fizzy drinks? I mean, come on. It sounds fun. The sheer range of new experiences. It's almost overwhelming just to imagine it. Please, please, let it happen. Oh, why change ourselves when we are what we were meant to be? You know we are all upgraded, right? This isn't our original design in the first place. And what's next? We start killing animals again just for the pleasure of tasting them? We cover the earth in fields like our ancestors did? Subjugating the natural world for our own greed? What is the point of an apple that cannot be tasted? Enriching our conscious experiences makes the universe more aware of its own splendor. Improving human life is what matters. We should do it. Seems like a waste of effort. I want to know what frogs taste like. And Tekla is right, this will lead us down a bad path. I'm quite not sure, honestly, this situation. Because I totally get what Tekla is like saying. Because it kind of could like start all these kind of things he mentioned. But also, yeah, okay, but I did it. It's. I mean, if it's not really like necessary for them to eat in that way or to taste things. So it's kind of a question how then these people will like not necessarily like use it, but what they will do then with this kind of experience and also like ability. Will they start killing animals? Like just for pleasuring of the taste? But I like these like the question here of what is the point of an apple that cannot be tasted? I mean, that's like also like a little bit stupid, honestly, because the point being of the apple is that to just like multiply apple trees or like spread further the apple trees itself. Like fruit is not meant, in kind of sense, to be tasted necessarily. Personally, like in disregarding these kind of answers, and consideration would say that it would be something the person would like to do. But also like speaks a part of me that really likes to like eat and also therefore taste different kind of meals and good meals and such on. And that's why I like have was personal tangent there. This coincidence makes the universe more aware of its own splendor. Don't really know if that, I mean, yeah, I don't really feel that way, or like feel that's fitting. Or just go with improving human life is what matters. We should do it. A more selfish approach, to be honest, but yeah. You can be... Yes, such arrogance. Nobody forcing you to experience sensory pleasure, Tekla. You can be as tasteless as you want to be. I like this. It's just so fitting. Oh. Lost item, essentially. A vehicle known as van. An additional vehicle capable of transporting multiple individuals or additional equipment commonly used by workmen. Okay. Let's see what the question mark is on here. Oh, it's the other puzzle. The other extra puzzle. Oh, this is a little funky. Aerial warp. Yeah, I can see the warp up there. Can see different kind of fans. Just waiting. Oh wow, this is just mean. Like, yeah, there's the goal. I mean, you cannot really jump up there, and like in theory, maybe you can just. Although they probably would like latest, especially this kind of area enough to rent such a way. Okay, we just will take it with us. Yeah, this doesn't help us. Okay. I'm honestly a little bit stumped on the first moment here. Can see it, I can... Is it for a mere second there? It's not really like the feels like Nintendo way, so... What do I do? I can put it there, but... What good would it do? It's so weird. Like, I'm certain that the fan is something we want to have, like, from this whole contraption here. But also, I'm not really... Oh, wait. I'm just seeing the fan there. Oh, man. Actually, we want to maybe get the cube here first. If we would have actually the extra height here, we don't have. I'll just be off for the meantime. Okay. Then we can do the usual and teleport just through. Then we can get up here. Okay, I want to have a fan for this one. Can drop the box right here, then we can take the teleporter. I was just like a little bit wondering of how to like do this one, but it's... I'm just like overthinking the whole idea here. No, you're not supposed to be there. But you are. Okay, and I want to push this one out too. Nice. Got almost all our items out there. And one missing is like the fan right here. Oh, is this a smart idea even? I don't feel like it was. I feel like I just soft-locked myself because I didn't thought about this enough. Yeah, I was too hasty. I mean, maybe there was something I could have been doing or done there. But I don't think there is. And yeah, that doesn't really matter that much. Oh, interesting. Because you can just easily like reproduce the whole idea, the whole thing we just kind of had here. So that's not a problem. But the thing that we still need to think about is how like exactly do we get the fan on the other side here. Because we cannot take things out normally. But we still definitely need like the fan and... Yeah, okay, no, what about... We do this. We go outside and put the cube on here. Now the door is like open for like ever and we can just put everything out that we want to take. Like essentially everything we just have. Oh. Didn't mean to activate it that way. Just gonna put everything on there because we need to port up there. Get another cube. And then we can like do the same thing again. With the difference that we have 2 cubes to put under it. And put a teleporter on top. No? Okay. I thought we need it like that. Although we can just put it underneath it. Push it even further up. No, that's not it. I want to take the teleporter, I want to take the box. Give me the low box there. And then just... I'm not high enough. Okay, this is a mess. Because now we can jump there. Okay. To take the teleporter with me, and after that I'm actually... I would argue... Ooh. Almost punched him in the water. Okay. Just for testing sakes. Yeah, I'm happy that I don't need this one. I don't need like one of them. Okay. Also the extra one here. We still need to find a lab, so like the last actually question mark should be lab somewhere in this direction. Which is totally fine. We still have like 2 chambers left to do. Oh, interesting. Straight into the chamber. Remote interchange. Okay, we need like a jammer here. We have 2 cubes, 2 connectors for a trade. And we can only like take one with us over this kind of wall here. Just fine for the beginning because we only need to connect these 2. Oh. A teleporter would be sweet to have. That's questionable. like this, but this will not help me. I would legally like to have the second cube here. Can I get the cube over somehow? I don't think it will actually, but maybe. I'm just not too sure, honestly. Can I put it like over and on top of it? Oh, but I can take it like this. Now we're cooking. Cooking with ideas. It's this one right here. And we teleporter for this one to actually function. So now we got in theory a teleporter. Oops. What do I do with this one actually? Because I need to hold this one active to get it, but we can do it like this. Oh. I didn't mean to. Oh, come on. Didn't hold the door open long enough. Now it is. Okay, great. What is this even for? I mean, like I would to... But this doesn't work off the angle, because of the angles. Like I can't put the connector on this button there, because then the connector will not have line of sight for it. I mean, if I take or use like 2 connectors, then it will work, but then it's the bigger question of why use another connector for it. Not use something else. The somewhat ideal thing is just to have this one right here. Also have this one open. Oh. Yeah, that's actually kind of fine, honestly. I have some other ways to actually achieve my goals. So we now have the jammer. And if we would do something like this, should be able to take the jammer from the other side. Yep, nice.
Congratulations, 1K. That was a hard one.
Yeah, it was relatively decent. I mean, I got somewhat stuck on it, so yeah, I guess. But also, like, not that much. Okay. Question mark here is only a palm reader? Okay. Chernyshev 009. On nature. From Arcadia, Chernyshev in our likeness. Essays on humankind reaching adulthood. The question of our relationship with nature has bedealed us since the earliest day of our species. Since before the first city was built, we felt that there was something different about us. Animals we intuited were part of nature. We were not. But of course humans clearly are the products of nature, our history intertwined with that of every other species. In fact, the very notion of the unnatural is a contradiction in terms. Everything that exists must, by definition, be natural. So this view, no matter how common, is deeply paradoxal. Yeah, I can definitely film there. Because of the unnatural, for example, elements, when they will be categorized as unnatural, but still unnatural. Can definitely get that feeling. Or like the sediment. This paradox has produced a great deal of confusion. Some proclaim us chosen by a divine power, set above all other creatures, and are justly accused of arrogance. Others proclaim us sinners, worse than other creatures, and are rightly accused of misanthropy. Others yet try to oppose this binary by saying that we are merely animals after all. But that too is manifestly wrong, and that no other animal is capable of having this conversation. It is in the continuous issue of our impact on the ecosphere that an answer may be found. Other animals have accidentally terraformed the planet before, driving other species to extinction. This is not unnatural. If you continue our current path, even to the point of changing the climate enough to cause the collapse of civilization, that will be entirely in keeping with how animals behave. But there is one profound way in which we are not like animals. We can learn to understand ourselves and the world. It is this knowledge that makes us fundamentally different. We have choices, we have control. There are many today who are afraid of the consequences of control and would prefer a return to a state of animal ignorance, whether by blinding ourselves to the impact of our actions or by demanding we humble ourselves before nature. This is the response of an adult in crisis who wishes for a return to childhood. But this can only ever be regressive in every sense of the word. To resolve the paradox of nature, we must act as adults, accept our power, and act consciously and deliberately in shaping the world. We must become nature, and nature must become human. There was something more, I guess. Yeah, the comments. Athena, this is the heart of the matter, lifting up the world rather than lowering ourselves. But why do so many people so badly want to lower themselves? Cornelius, do they want to, or is it simply a convenient pose to strike? Yeah, I think just convenience matter. Like it's more convenient to just like he described here in different kind of ways, where we like try to say different kind of ways or like express different kind of ways to not really deal with this kind of problem, or like paradoxon even. But yeah, upgrade from Miranda to Athena. A bit of gibberish. We upgraded the lab with my new designs. Synthesizing some of the pieces took longer than expected. We still have some bugs to iron out when it comes to complex structures, but it worked. Now labs are safer and prettier, although Father says they look too much like spaceships. I don't see it. Do you? Miranda. Like father. I mean, we know that to Miranda, Athena is like her mother figure, or it's like the role of her mother, or reads her like it. I'm not sure who she sees as her father. Does she mean Cornelius? I mean, it would be kind of close, but also, I'm not sure. Join 07. Let's see what this audio log has to say.
Today, we were delighted to be visited by a bunch of protesters, these voluntary extinction weirdos who think we're creating soulless monstrosities that will destroy the planet. They broke into the facility and started yelling at everyone. Fun, 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 right? Then one of them lunged at Alex. Big mistake. Chernyshevsky grabbed the guy and literally threw him across the room. I mean, almost threw him all the way off the dam. After that, the rest of them had a change of heart. Now, I'm telling you this because mostly it is not like that. But these people do exist. And somewhere in their shriveled little souls, they think that they're doing the right thing. They think they're being righteous. Now, to me, what Alex is trying to do is an obvious good. But that's not the same for everyone.
Okay. Have some more like lights lighting up, but still many to be done. Okay, I mean, honestly not sure what to make out of these golden gates yet, but I'm sure we will get to them later on.
Verdant if I tweak the modulator a little. I'm so excited.
Nice to meet you. So excited. I'm Cornelius.
What? Oh, Dad, this is science.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, okay. That answers my question. Oh, switcheroo is a chamber here. She sees her Cornelius as her father. The fan up here. Not going nearly enough. But we can tell that there's a wet input there. That's weird. This is already strange because we need to get through there. Also got like the barrier here. Okay. That's not helping much. We can't use this. I'm a bit intrigued by this one right here. Cannot jump over it. And no, we can't teleport it to it. Okay. Oops. Then everything is pretty much clear with this kind of piece right here. So now have both of them out of there. Yeah, and I'm just gonna do kind of the same with the connector right here. Go in here, have this one already. Kind of need to... Can I drop this one at top of it? No? Okay. Then we're just gonna... cannot see it from low here. Onto this one. I'm kind of allowed to do this one here. I'm still not enough. Okay, I can still not see it. Okay, then we will get some more extra height here. Although... Oh. Okay, don't know how this kind of happened. Just place it right here. Okay, this one pushes me out of it. I cannot stand on the block anymore. Okay. I mean, I'm sure that I cannot just put it just like that, and yeah, I will not push it up. It's probably doing so. I mean, something I can just try to do is to push it up like this, get through there, and be like fast enough maybe to get the connection, but I don't really feel like that's something possible. You can just like put it there. Why did I remove this one here? That's not right. Now I can get it here. Yeah, this was even like lowered into the thing here. Okay. But now everything is like more easily to do here. But still there's something missing. Because yeah, now what I can technically do is do something like this, and it will work. Problem being, I'm not there. And I'm not fast enough. Oh, that's weird. How can we do it in another way? Although I don't really like the idea. It's called Switcheroo. And so far, honestly, we didn't need to switcheroo that much. I mean, we did need a little bit to get up here. That's for sure, that's certain and all, but I did need more to it. I cannot do this another way. I'd like to drop it on top of it. That's not helpful. Yeah, this doesn't help. Just gonna teleport back up there again. Though I don't see how this one will help that much. Oh, got an idea. But no. No, that one doesn't work. I wanted to try this connector, with keeping the connections. Would then port up there, jump across, and switch both of them out, but that's not gonna work because, well, the button is not gonna be pressed down here. And therefore, it's not gonna happen like that. Let's have like here and no. Okay, let's push stuff fast enough up there. Although, like, if I wanted to try this like that way, I could just like do more or less like this. Oh. But still, that wouldn't help. Okay, what am I missing here? Because I know how the kind of end picture needs to look like, but I'm wondering how I will be able to get to it. Can't see it right now. Also like the title of this whole thing is like a little like confusing me actually. Just stop you for a second. I don't think it will help. I mean, I could like take both of them up here. Even get the other one up here too, but that wouldn't help me. Also, can you please chill out, Cube? Don't need to be like this distressed. I just feel like I'm missing something. I mean, I personally just like totally see a way of like doing this, but also like I don't at all. As in, I don't know how to get there. Okay. That's not something helpful. Yeah, but it wouldn't be up there. And it doesn't allow me to stand... Oh no, it would. But, huh. Yeah, okay, don't know how to get the teleporter on it. Ah. Oops. Yeah, now I need the other one. We can drop it like that, but then... Oh. Let's just put you right there. Okay. I don't feel like that's intentional. I feel like I just cheesed the chamber because I like fast grabbed the connector there before like it pushed me up. And I don't feel like that's something I was like supposed to do. I don't see how else I really can like do that. Also, I've noticed that there's something here. The lab actually like needs to find. And so that was like the last note we read about this mass production thing. We learned that these like old looking bunkers were probably like been like kind of used for a long time until they figured out how to mass produce like these materials, and then they kind of could switch to this style of building.
Look at this place. It's beautiful, isn't it? Mesmerizing. That's how it lures you in, I think. You see all these beautiful things and your imagination starts working overtime. And the puzzles, the towers, the mysterious apparitions, it all draws you further in, deeper into the trap. What if that's the whole point of this place? What if every time you have one of those visions, another little bit of you is corrupted, overwritten with the hubris of this place?
Something I noticed is that my cursor is back to the in-game cursor. I don't know why it was the Windows one for the time being. And now he's really cautious about all the stuff here. And he thinks that it's like a little bit of like a trap. And also that we've been corrupted through the overloads. I haven't been corrupted, let's not be superstitious, or I'm wary of this place too, but my mind is on my own. Let's go actually with this one. Because I think if I like say the first one, he actually wouldn't really move from his position of being cautious. And maybe be like more cautious then. So I'm very of this place too, but my mind is my own.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to suggest you were, whatever it is I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just disappointed in myself. Byron needs me. You all need me to do my job, and I can't even use a terminal. If this is all really the work of the Founder, I don't know, maybe she lost her way. Or maybe we're just not ready. But once we find Byron, I suggest we get the hell out of here and never come back.
Yeah, he's overcautious, I feel, and also that like the vision of the Founder with all of this stuff is not like her. I don't share that opinion at all. Like it's more of the opposite, that she actually kind of wants to do with all this stuff and sort of things. But people just kind of start to twist her vision after she just left. Although I'm still not really sure why she left in the beginning. Maybe there was like a clash of opinions already happening between certain ones of them. Okay, from Fuya. Something. Dear founder, everything has gotten so much worse since you left. We keep pursuing the goal, but our lives are getting less happy. When the river is dry and the dam runs low, there's nothing to do in the whole city. Things don't get fixed anymore. We even had to dismantle the cinema. I know it was frivolous and pointless when we can just watch video files, but it was fun to go to watch movies together like people used to do. Something. I believe in the wisdom, founder. I believe we have to avoid hurting the planet like our ancestors did. But I don't know if the mayor is doing what you would have wanted. Isn't there another way of reaching the goal? Please, I know you're left for a reason, but I don't think we can go on this way. Faithfully, well, just arrows. Yeah, this is like a really truthful message, I feel like. Talos Principle II-B. On the universe. A fragment from Students on the Universe. Emptiness. You have made quite a catalog of horrors, Straddon. Children dying in their mother's arms, cities perishing by the plague, and even animals living without peace or happiness. Nicometrus. Why must we listen to this? You know I have just eaten a heavy dinner. Straddon. Because these things which are ugly must be confronted for us to reach the truth. You spoke of justice earlier, Amdias. But are these things just? No, Amdias, they are not. Straddon. Then you must admit the universe itself is not just. If the gods exist, then they do not bend the world to their will. Rather, the universe proceeds as a machine, following its rules. Justice and virtue are human inventions. Amdias? Are you saying justice and virtue are therefore illusionary and should be abandoned? Straddon, the opposite, my friend. It is mankind alone that can impose these values upon this machine. A footnote to if the gods exists. It remains unclear whether Straddon believed in the gods or used them solely as metaphors. His work on their deities is no longer extant. Tantalizingly, Tegonus Laterus mentioned that it caused a fistfight in the Elysium. Athena commented, I thought that what made us human was that we search for meaning, but perhaps a better way of thinking about it is that we created meaning. Now Project 8. Trials 3526 to 3071. 71? No, 2071. A lot of gibberish and there's a pattern underneath. Not say much there. Trials 3702 to 4610. A lot of gibberish again and only new primary site is readable. Trials 4611 to 4699. Something lake water for cooling something. Okay. Can't draw much out of it there, information wise. And power control. Ooh.
Our ancestors kept telling themselves that the brevity of their lives didn't matter. But they had so little time to ever really think about anything. I've spent several human lifetimes studying this mystery, and only now am I beginning to see. The simulation was built on top of material reality, unable to escape its constraints. In the same way, physics as we understand it, even quantum physics, is built on top of a deeper reality. A set of rules that define existence itself. There is a universal language of creation, and I think we can learn it.
The language of creation. What were they doing here? And how far did they get?
I can't answer that, but I think I fixed the Tetromino bridge, machine, ring thing. I say I think because it's not in the schematics. And what I'm doing is hack work at best. Try it and see if it works.
Okay. We definitely do want to try it, but first we have a palm reader. Still here. From the Killer 2. From the Killer to Athena. Beloved founder, years have passed and still there's nothing but silence. Have we sinned? Have you abandoned us for our arrogances or greed? Some of the others continue to build. I told them not to, but they don't listen to me. Brian is the worst of them. He disrespects you constantly, spreading lies and... something. Please know that there are those who remain faithful. Respect the limits you set and seek wisdom and humility as you fought. Something. We may win the next election. Perhaps then you will return. Praise your name, Fikla. Yeah, okay, so the May before was like pretty kind of truthful, I feel like. But this one seems more desperate and more leading into just faith in itself and just heavily constraining themselves to the goal itself in the hope that this will kind of get Athena back. From Tabuche. To Athena. Founder, although I was born in the early days of New Jerusalem, I never knew you well. This is not your fault. I became so focused on improving the dam that I didn't develop much in the way of social relationships, except perhaps with Melville. That doesn't mean I was unhappy. I was, in fact, extremely content. I like to solve complex problems in peace and quiet. That's who I am. But now the pleasure I used to get out of my work has faded. I may not need a lot of company, but I want my work to be meaningful, to contribute. It does not feel like that anymore. And when I suggest a new project, the major just acts like I've committed a crime, like I should be ashamed. I do not like this. I do not care about social issues or debates. I do not want to get involved. I just want to be able to keep working on making things better. Please fix the situation. Thank you. Tabuche. Paying the price. From the introduction to portraits of the martyrs by S.T. Seniel. The list of people condemned for advocating new ideas is long and depressing. Ignaz Semmelweis, utterly destroyed for suggesting doctors wash their hands. Ludwig Boltzmann, ridiculed for suggesting the existence of atoms. Robert A. Goddard, mocked for arguing that the rocket could reach the moon. Al-Razi attacked for questioning the existence of humors. Barbara McClintock, discovery of transposition ignored for years. The list goes on and on. And we haven't even touched on what happens to those who suggest political rather than scientific improvements. Even when they succeed, they often still pay them with their lives. These days, the idea of progression is frequently derided as yet another narrative, identified with the establishment by critics who curiously portray themselves as rebels. But the truth is that every step forward that humanity has ever taken has seen something enormous personal cost. Amanda commented, that means it's even more important to stand up for the truth, because so many others have already sacrificed themselves for it. Athena said it is, but this is the right way. But what is the right way of doing it? Many died for the truth without accomplishing anything. Miranda replied, maybe we just have to do what's right and trust the universe. Yeah, that's like a fate that's not all of these kind of people had, but yeah.
File from the data stream. Listen to this.
Mother and father think of our discoveries as a language, a code. But I think they're wrong. They're so caught up in the technical details of running the experiments and upgrading the machine that they're not paying attention to the patterns we're finding, to the symmetries, the harmonies, the melodies. The fundamental language of reality is a kind of music, and it's beautiful. Beauty is an inherent property of the cosmos.
I love the way she looks at things.
Okay, let's see. First across on the right side here, so let's try to get over there. Okay. This will work pretty well. We still didn't see the pattern. Oh, there's also like an aircraft there. Interesting, or like the brains of an aircraft. I don't want this one. I like this one. Sure. Okay, no, this is not right. This one's better. Okay, at the tower we are.
Welcome back, creature of clay. The forge burns bright, but the sky is troubled with clouds. A mortal has ascended Olympus without the permission of Zeus.
Well, Terra Paran doesn't really help them much because she talks the riddles anyway, so to try to then to decipher it is not really helpful. But more interesting is to attempt the fate of mortals who trespass. Although it's probably nothing too special or like something that's not already like obvious, but still. Attempt the fate of the mortals who trespass.
Your friend wanders in dreams, caught between moments. He stands upon the bridge between yesterday and tomorrow, his eyes fixed upon the surface of the sun. And so the workings of Olympus are disrupted. Pandora, fearing the wrath of the gods, has broken the paths to ascension.
Yeah. That's something we already like noticed where she like messed with the Terminants here at the end. Okay, how can trespassers be freed?
Only Prometheus can help you, for he has always favored humankind over the gods, and would see Olympus pass into your hands. But he is bound in the heart of the mountain. Break his chains, and he will show you the way.
That was what's suspected.
I think it's safe to assume that Olympus is the entity's term for the megastructure. It looks like our best chance of rescuing Byron is finding Prometheus and freeing him.
How do you free a weird, glowing ghost thing?
I suspect these entities exist within the megastructure systems, and what we're seeing is just how they manifest to communicate with us.
I don't really care what they are. For now, let's play along.
Yeah, okay, so that's basically this world, but we still have the 2 stars left. And I'm seeing something. What is this? Something I'm seeing distance. Something. Okay. Didn't mean to take this one. Why? What? Okay. So there's something there. We need a driller to see at least, or we could technically just come from above here. Just need to find it there. It's a green laser. Interesting. Yeah, what's up? Hello.
Did something break?
What's going on with the megastructural systems?
I suspect Byron is still logged in, and his presence has thrown everything out of whack. Entire subsystems are locked down, and everything that depends on those subsystems is disrupted.
Have you heard anything from Bryant at all?
There was a short burst of noise on the frequency we used to communicate, but that could have been anything.
Well, what can you tell me about Cornelius?
He taught me a lot when I was young. Nowadays, people just know him as the museum curator, but back then, he was closely involved with every engineering project, and he was brilliant. When he encountered a problem, he'd always remain calm and keep working at it until he found a solution. I wish I could be that patient.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good question. Why didn't Athena and Cornelius just both vanish together?
If I had to guess, I'd say so that Cornelius could still go back for anything they needed. He was always leaving on expeditions anyway, looking for materials for his projects.
It's an interesting idea. But I need to get to back where I was here, and the escape is... Gosh, it's like saying it, but isn't the all things like open here, but they are. First of all, I need to see where was the drill again. Oh, it was right here. Okay. Then I just the teleporter to get the drill out of his imprisonment here. So now we can open this one up here. Maybe that's different, like there. Now we have the signal. Oh, up there. Come here, connector. Let me make good use of you right around here. That's looking good. Okay. So the first piece of this. I just like remember that there was the wreckage here of the like airplane. I want to see if I can actually inspect this one, or if that's not possible. There it is. Okay, it has an outline, so I'll argue that I can scan it. Okay. From here. Okay. So now we got a laser going from there. It needs to go somewhere over this direction. So we need to, okay, so this is the endpoint there, and we have actually a connector sitting right below there. Okay, now I need to have a better look at it. It's hard to navigate through all of this water without getting myself killed here. Okay, yeah, this is this one. Straight through. Okay, there's just a connector right there. Okay. That's just information I want to have. So jump across here. We need to get up there and see. Maybe in test chamber 3 or 2, there's something we can use. But we need to get up there first, actually. We're like in a completely wrong spot to do anything. That's 4 right here. Oh, okay, out of 2 we got the lasers like kind of started. So let's see up here. Still more path ahead of us. Okay, we know this one didn't have any connectors. We know that this one has only like teleporters and rulers. So this is not actually helpful. Could we see it from below there actually? Would that be... It would be possible, I think. Maybe with this test chamber there we can actually get it. Let's see. What if the take it to the stereotype things.
Listening to Miranda talk about beauty made me think. Okay, this might be super weird and kind of pretentious, but I honestly mean it. What is beauty? Like, where does it exist? Is it just in our minds? Or is there some objective component, something quantifiable? I always thought it was just perception, but if I understand her correctly, Miranda sees beauty as a property of the universe itself.
Okay, what options have we here? Beauty is an objective property that that we can perceive. Beauty exists solely in our minds. Beauty exists in the interaction between the self and the world. I have no idea. I personally find the term beautiful and finding something beautiful is something really hard tied to the subjectiveness of just the person seeing something as beautiful. So personally, I don't think that there's an objective property that can be assigned to something and then be like determine like a value to say like, okay, this object of whatever it be is like a 55 on the beauty scale from 0 to 100. I don't think that's really something agreeable. I mean, there definitely are some things that are called beautiful, and that's just because most people agree upon that these kind of maybe features or like other properties are making an object or even like a person being more beautiful. So I think it's like an objective property. And now like is the question, is it exists solely in our minds, or is it more like interaction between the self and the world? Because the thing about exists solely in our minds would mean that it's only a subjective matter. But what kind of way would I feel about this sense of how beauty exists in interaction between the self and the world? I mean, I feel like that's beauty exists in interaction between the self and the world. I really like this saying of this sentence, but I don't really feel or I really don't really would agree like upon the information that's being put in there. So I will just say beauty exists solely in our minds.
So if it's completely subjective. If we're gone, does that mean there's no more beauty?
I would say in a kind of yes, because beauty is something that we ourselves define, in that kind of sense. But now that's an interesting comparison, I feel like. If we would say beauty is subjective, in the kind of sense that it's just bound to ourselves and we are the ones who like not the ones who are like bringing it to the world, I would argue. What about, it's a little bit of like maybe a stretch, but what about mathematics? I mean, nature doesn't really do something with it, and it's like a concept of ours, which, I mean, it's not subjective in that kind of sense that we can like say, okay, a equation like this is 1, more or less like this is 1, like 1 plus 1 if it's 2, is something But I mean, still something is like, it's still something subjective, even though we say it's objectively right or objectively that's the way. Still, it only exists because we, as our species, have brought it up for ourselves in a matter of to just explain our surroundings, but also it would kind of not exist if we would go to, or if we would be then to go to extinction. But still, it technically would exist, but there's no kind of user that uses it anymore. At least not that kind of sense as it would have been with our species. So now the question is, would it still exists then? In like, still have the question with mathematics. It's like difficult because now we could take like another comparison, specifically for does it exist still if we're not there, with the kind of thing of, okay, if a sound happens and no one is there to witness it, would it still happen? Which, well, in the end it should be, but no one could then like kind of prove that really happened, because, well, then you would have need to be a listener to it again, or like still kind of receive the impact or signal or something to kind of know. And that kind of moment, you still would be the one to receive it. So I would argue that because of like because of this, I would still say yes, it does exist, but like no one kind of uses it. Okay. So yeah, yes it does.
If that's true, then doesn't that mean that we have a responsibility to survive as a species? Even to grow so that more beauty can exist?
Yes, imagine a sentence spreading across the galaxy, and as it does, the cosmos come alive with beauty. We must survive, yes, but not grow. I am for sure on this scenario, like the whole aspect of how the game story goes. Personally, like the ones who say, yes, I'm here for also like growing, spreading beauty in that kind of sense across the cosmos.
That's a really powerful image. Beauty flowering in the universe as intelligence spreads. Thank you. I hope you're right.
I want to ask you about something else. Is there something else? Oh, Miranda said that the fundamental language of reality is kind of music. Thoughts? The fundamental language is really kind of music.
I think that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. I hope it's true.
What kind of music do you like, by the way?
Okay, this may sound like a robot joke, but I love heavy metal, especially the more melodic kind. It's big, it's epic, it's full of emotion. You can really get lost in it. Actually, I named Bruce after Bruce Dickinson, the lead singer of Iron Maiden. They used to call him the air raid siren, which is also what my Bruce sounds like.
Okay, thanks, that's all. We were on our mission of trying to get these stars, and we have actually connectors down there. So it's a good possibility to actually maybe connect these two. I also got a conversation here with Akatas. Jesus, you're freaking out. Chill.
Everything okay?
Ooh, there's a lot of things to talk about. What did Major Herbanus say?
He blamed Byron for being headstrong and foolish, which...
Yeah, that's true.
I don't see it quite the same way, but it's easy to understand why the mayor would think that. It wasn't hard to convince him that we can't leave Byron behind, though. You may not agree with Herman on a lot of issues, 1K, but he's not a bad person. He's doing his best in a difficult situation.
Do you think Brian is still alive? I mean, I think everyone
I hope
does.
so.
Yeah, I hope so.
He's always been annoyingly hard to get rid of.
Do you believe it was wrong for ancestors to create us? That's actually interesting, because he is not someone who likes, or is like overcautious with stuff. So I want to see what he is saying about this.
Why do you ask?
Because he seems very opposed to technology and biotechnology, because of risk we pose to the planet, just wondering. I would not necessarily say he's opposed to technology in itself, it's just overcautious and maybe even a little bit conservative about his worldview. Just to be safe kind of deal, not like more anymore on like traditional sides or something like that. So yeah, because of risk we pose to the planet.
Just because I believe we don't need to expand and dominate everything doesn't mean I want us to go extinct. I know there are people who think that way, but if I care about other species going extinct, why wouldn't I care about this one? Seems irrational to me.
Okay. Tell me about Cornelius.
He was the third to be born, after Athena and Eustathius. He was an important figure in New Jerusalem's early history, almost as important as Athena. But after she vanished, he faded into the background. I don't think anyone suspected he knew where she was.
What was he like as a person?
I didn't know him that well, but he was always very calm, very thoughtful. Everyone respected him.
Okay. Yeah, well, you couldn't tell us much there. Do you like text adventures?
I do. Although I prefer the term interactive fiction. It's better at capturing what this art form really is. Storytelling, but with a completely different underlying structure. As a category, it's more equivalent to poetry or the novel, rather than, say, film.
Actually, I didn't expect it, so yeah, wow, I didn't expect that. Just cool, I mean, yeah.
Why not? Because I'm a joyless, by-the-book pencil pusher? I'm focused on the mission 1K, because what we're doing here matters. That doesn't mean I don't have my own interests or don't appreciate art.
Okay, yeah, well, that maybe sound harsh to him, and I didn't mean to be like that. Don't you worry that if Jerusalem doesn't grow, art will stagnate? That's a good follow-up question, instead of just makes sense.
That's something Byron and I never agreed about. I think we have an infinite capacity to come up with new ideas. There's as much to discover inside ourselves as there is out here.
Yes, I completely agree. I agree, but I don't think that means we should stop growing. I disagree people aren't that deep, or I disagree the most meaningful ideas come from engaging with the world. Yeah, I just disagree, and I feel like, well, just saying people aren't that deep, that's not really that right thing, I feel like to say. But the kind of engaging with the world, you actually kind of like the more like meaningful ideas in this kind of sense. It's really exactly what is actually like told already. And also I feel like you, maybe for like these robots it would be different, but I don't feel like you have infinite possibilities of doing art if you isolate yourself. Or like, not that much of isolation per se, but in a form of isolation. So I hardly disagree. The most meaningful ideas come from engaging with the world.
Well, here we are, doing just that. I hope it ends up being worth it.
What do you think about Miranda's terraforming efforts?
It makes me wonder why people always think they know better than nature.
Huh. What was Asterius like? People rarely talk about him.
He was in charge of planning New Alexandria. It was his mistake that led to the disaster. After that, he retired from public affairs and dedicated himself to his studies.
Do you blame him, or most of the first companions seem to be far less active than Brian? It's a good question, do you blame him?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought actually, because he like solemnly put the responsibility of this kind of mistake and or disaster on him as he told us about him. Do you ever think your beliefs are a response to what happened to New Alexandria? Yeah, that's actually a good question. Or if maybe, I mean, it doesn't need to technically be like the reason for him or for his beliefs, but still could be like a big factor for it. So do you ever think about your beliefs are a response to what happened in New Alexandria?
You mean, am I unduly influenced by my experiences? Unable to imagine the better future Byron wanted because I'm too traumatized? Could be. But I'd like to think I'm a little more self-aware than that.
Well, it just could be like a what would you call it? Like an influence that would kind of start or spark the idea in one to think like that. Which is not necessarily bad or so, but it could be like a starting event for that. Okay, that's all I want to ask. Thanks. Okay, I just want to get down here. Ouch. Let's see, pushing through. We have our signal up here and our signal. No. Can't see it. It's right behind there. Okay. There it is. Just thought it should be possible to select it. And yes, it is. Okay. So we got one star. The bigger problem is not at the other star. I'm not sure how to get to it. Because I feel like there should be somewhere of an input to input the pattern we saw there. But also I feel like that would be like redundant to another puzzle. And also not really
If humankind
good.
had no more cause for war, it would make war for sport instead.
I feel like that would not be a good kind of puzzle to it. This is not just how I feel about it. That's the van we found. We can have a look at it after like reading about these two. An ancient anchor used by seagoing vessels. An early human invention designed to keep boats from drifting by making use of gravity. Anchors also carried many symbolic associations. Yep. And a bomber plane, a flying vehicle of war. It is remarkable that our ancestors achieved the ability to fly, and equally remarkable that one of their first applications of this newfound power was to use it to commit war crimes. Yeah. It's something. This seems weird to me. I want to explore this kind of little plateau that's there. But to be able to do that, I need to kind of get above there even. And that's gonna be a little hard to do. I want to see what there may be. Okay. Might actually be kind of hard to get up there. Although Let's see, it's a really long way around it. But maybe from this angle here, be able to do something like that. Interesting to see also other kind of possibilities. Okay. I mean, maybe we can jump up here. It already doesn't pay much of an attention here. Kind of spam myself. Spam jump up here. Oh, no. I don't want to fall down. I don't see... I'm so kind of close to it, I feel like, but also not really. Maybe that's the highest height I'm getting here? I don't think that works. I forget I can do anything with that in the end. Okay, I'm not sure where it may be. Because, just a reminder, we have found this kind of hint at the statue for the star. But I don't see any resemblance in anything we might have seen so far. So, if I can do is to just have a quick little look at hints for it. Okay, this pattern on the black is useless if you don't know what to do with it. So start out by exploring. If you already found what you're looking for, you know what you see it, you can skip to the 6th hint. I don't know what I'm looking for. And I have not seen something while while exploring that reminds me of anything like that, so especially on this kind of pattern. It's like a 4x4, but also there's like the top right missing and the middle left bottom is missing. Or not like kind of given. But I don't see this could be like used. At least not that I would like remember it. I mean, maybe I've overlooked it, so let's see. The second tip is what you're looking for is visible from a distance and not a tiny object hidden in a corner or somewhere. Look for secret areas instead. For it's visible from a distance and it's not tiny. That's a secret area. Okay, these are some hints I can actually like work with because I can see it from the distance. Is a tip that is actually kind of wild to me. This water is really... I don't know, maybe I was too slow for this crossing there. Okay, I'm back here. I've got my star still, so that's totally fine. You could see this thing in this distance. Is there something there, or I'm just imagining things? Like I want to be something there, so I'm just kind of thinking that there might be something there. This area here. Let's see. It's the thing on top there, but I don't think I will get up there in any way. Let's somewhat of a secret area, which should be somewhat visible from a distance. So it's not something around the corner, which is interesting, considering there needs to be something. I'm just like wondering with this kind of hint, is this like meant in that way that you can see also like the pattern from distance, or you can maybe only see the secret area from distance, but maybe not able to see the whole thing. What's out this corner? Is there something here maybe? Because I didn't really look that much into it. I don't see much of interest here. I don't think that it's down there necessarily. I mean, it could be. Like, it could be wrong, but I don't know. What kind of place could be seen from a greater distance? Can I maybe get up here? I'm sliding off. Nope, no, I'm not sliding off. I mean, I don't really think that's like possible or something doable. That kind of problem then would be that a test chamber behind there would be kind of compromised. So I don't think it would be possible to go there. But also, actually, I didn't really look around here that much. Oh, okay. There's a fourth left here.
To us who have only just begun this journey of philosophy, the world may seem like a mystery that can never be solved. A great deal has been written since the days of the Seven Sages, but how much of it is truth and how much of it is idle speculation? I've offended many by saying that most philosophy will, as the centuries pass, be discarded as foolishness and superstition. But it is a truth only philosophers fail to see. And yet we cannot abandon reason and conclude that we cannot know anything. Rather, we must accept that the journey towards understanding will be long, and our task is to build a foundation for those who will one day arrive at its destination.
I want to try my way there one more time. Oh, but this is the left from up here. Can't get exactly far from it because there's some deep water just there, which in the end doesn't really help much. But I could imagine, or maybe around this corner there, that there's actually something there. Oh, I actually got it. Oh, a cannon. A cannon? What the? Okay, this is a really elaborated Easter egg, I feel like. Because I can't do anything else with it. And this is definitely like the end of the map. I don't see anything else here. Okay. Gonna look at the next hint. You have to get your feet wet to find what you're looking for. Okay, that's something I already imagined, so that's not really helpful. I'm gonna go straight for the fourth. If you're attentive, you can see it from one of the puzzles in the eastern half of the area. Eastern half of the area. Well, I am pretty much the eastern. Can you see it from the eastern half of a puzzle? Okay. We have to get your feet wet as well. It's more like in this direction, although we already are on the corner of the map here. I mean, there's like this test chamber here, for example. But to see it from here, I don't feel like that's something that would be that much like doable, because there's just not much to see. There's one up here, and also like this one right here. Oh, didn't need to go into water. Still, didn't need to go in here. It's like pretty eastern, but also the problem is that you would not see something, I would argue, from here. I mean, you can maybe see this one there. Maybe this area is really meant at all. But then again, I wouldn't really know how to get to it, so at least for now it's an option. This one just right back up there. This is one of the hidden puzzles. I don't think it's meant... Oh, wait. Here's water, definitely, so we could get your feet wet. But then again, it's not something... I feel like that's possible now. I don't see that one being the case with this one either. So let's see, maybe from up here. So I'd argue this is still pretty much in the eastern half. Okay. You can stand on these boxes. So... need to get your feet wet. Why would you look in the northern direction? There's nothing to get your feet wet even. Okay, I'm completely lost. Oops. Let's see. The fifth tip is, from the front of main puzzle 8, walk around the cliff to its right. Soon enough you will see a grid of columns stated pattern similar to the round black. From main puzzle 8, right side of the cliff. We are currently at 7. Okay, I wasn't in the right puzzle. I mean, we've got all of this kind of stuff here. Right side, so we would kind of get there from the other kind of side. Oh, there's a card machine. Okay, got another object of the past. It's still something I really want to have. Walk around the cliff to its right. That's 8. Probably like this way. Oh yeah. Okay. Where could have you seen this one? From there, maybe? Crazy. Okay. So now we can have a look. Okay, first off, electric game. Devices such as this one were commonly used to play games in public fora. This particular unit allowed users to play Serious Sam, a well-guarded but less known follow-up of the Crow team's huge popular football Glorious series. Yeah. So if you wonder like why is Serious Sam mentioned here, which maybe obvious already. Maybe the makers of, or like dev team of Talos Principle and also Talos Principle II are the ones who made Zero Sam, for example. So that's why it's referenced here. Let's see, the corner is in the top right. First, let's get the orientation right. Top right corner is bitten off, so we have the orientation of this one right here. So we've got active, 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 active. Okay. Active, 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 active. Okay. Got that one. Now what exactly is this one there? I'm seeing something, but that I cannot really kind of think why that this one would be here. What is this? Can I get up there? Oh, is this a puzzle from the golden door? It would kind of fit with the location, actually. Yeah, I think that's probably like it. I will not try much more about it. Ah, okay, I just wanted to cross quickly, but that's not an option. Okay. The end. It's but only just possible. So hard to find shortcuts that are actually that helpful, but this way, yeah, this way is possible. Safely to use. That's great, because we need to go get to there. It was the right moment I was trying to get to. That I had in mind. I mean, if you know that it's there.
What is a prophet and what is a tyrant?
If you know about the puzzle being there, you can actually like see it from here. But from this distance from here to like look out there and see, oh, this seems like stone pillars you may be able to use, or like an interesting place there. It's a little bit of a stretch. At least from personally, I don't really see that. And in the 8th puzzle, I was just too kind of engaged with the puzzle itself, because I was just like stuck there, so I didn't really pay attention much to the window kind of there and what's behind it. So, let's see, and we are, yeah, pretty much done here, except the golden puzzle. But that's not something we can really do. Let's just go to the Verdant Canyon. A canyon-like formation in the dry, rocky southern region of this island. It's completely enclosed shape. Oh, come on. Its completely enclosed shape suggests it is artificially rather than a glacier in origin. Okay. Let's see.
You know, I always kind of resented Byron for being so charming and charismatic. The dashing explorer. And one of the first companions, too. Being the voice of caution is not a fun role to play. Always having to be the responsible one, the killjoy.
I can see that, I can get that.
Maybe that's too much. But sometimes it is too much.
It's not your fault, Al.
Okay, this one is just straight up flying in the air. Ooh.
In this area,
Very more
we have an
greenery.
especially weird problem. Something in one of the labs is going completely bananas and I can't shut it down because I'm not, well, you. Come find me when you're ready. What is it with the language libraries and bananas?
Okay, you also need to help me at the lab. But first I'm going to Oh, mountaineer. Go to these puzzles here. So we've taken the anti-gravity vaults and put them into tests, essentially. Great. Really like that idea. What are you? Also, I need to get my anti-gravity fixed here. I don't want to jump down here. Maybe shifter. I can just make a gravity beam, but only placed on these special surfaces. Okay, that's interesting. There's nothing else here. This is the end. That's cool and all. Let's put it down. We also like need it. Oh, the signal is actually in there. Oh, and I see other interesting stuff. Oh yeah. I like this idea. Okay. Oh, it stays that way? Interesting. I just thought it was like pressed against it, and after like beam would have been ending, would have been like just standing there. I also have no idea how to do this. Oh god. Yeah, connect. God. I can definitely see that I get a bit nauseous about all this stuff.
If the language of creation is a kind of melody, maybe that's why we respond to music the way we do. Because we recognize something that can't be expressed in any other way. And when we play music, we participate in something ancient, in an act of creation.
Okay. I need to tweak my options actually, because I'm noticing how kind of my frames are just struggling a little bit. A little bit much actually. I don't like this. I want to just put the global illusion down. That's fine. Wait a second. Oh, this is actually exactly on, so okay. Just thought maybe the S wouldn't be active, but it is. Okay, I got like a little bit more FPS. It doesn't really like pretty much anymore. I just took too much frames, feels like. Hey, what's up? What's going on here?
Come on, out with it. What's the problem?
I know you're very busy, but you need to pay more attention to what's happening. Everything's slowing down. People are losing track of the bigger picture.
They're still traumatized by New Alexandria.
It's more than that. When I organized the last expedition, I had real trouble finding volunteers. There's no enthusiasm for the outside world anymore. They want to look away from history, pretend there's no past and no future. I'm really worried, Athena.
Okay. I promise I'll look into it as soon as I'm done with this.
Why is there stuff there? That's interesting. Okay, south. Action answer. From Miranda to Athena and Cornelius. Larger organisms from the northwestern plains are already moving into the rivers. I've seen frogs and dragonflies. The last generation of plants has really taken root, not pun intended, and is slowly transforming the desert. And yesterday a bunch of seagulls showed up. With some more work, we could apply this anywhere, including Mars or Mercury, or somewhere much further away. We could transform a lifeless rock into a place teeming of life. We could make millions of dead worlds come to life. Render. Yeah, I mean, you definitely see like the different kind of areas, like the east and north and the south, being like totally different kind of biomes, almost. But just show how they artificially like created them that way. Irrationality. An irrational species. From Enlightenment on the Precipice by V.A. Malik. Human beings are deeply and inherently irrational. The claim goes, and on some levels it's hard to disagree. Most human behaviors are irrational and in a sense unnecessary. As animals, we don't need to write poetry, pray, or observe the stars, but to view human history as largely irrational is to get it backwards. The problem with human history, the pragmatic everyday realities of mere survival, to the cold logic of global realpolitik, is that they, in fact, ruthless irrational, something far too little space for irrational things like kindness or inspiration. Those who imagine that a return to a more rural, traditional form of living would be a romantic turning away from the tyranny of reason forget that there is no one more brutally irrational than the farmers. It is the cities that allows the romance of the countryside. It is technology that allows us to appreciate nature. The purpose of reason, ultimately, is to build frameworks within which we can be irrational. Okay. Just gonna leave it at that. Drawer 8. 8th log of him. Let's hear.
After we talked about science fiction, Alex gave me a book. Her favorite book, a novel called Athena. It's not exactly what I'm used to reading, but it's pretty good. And it really made me wonder how we're going to be perceived if this project works out. Are we going to be mythologized? Is Alexandra going to be this distant mythical figure instead of the real, funny, human person that she is? It's hard to imagine that we'll all have been dead for hundreds of years. Man, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I don't want to die.
No, I can't jump onto it. So it didn't really want me to jump. But I want to. And this gauge. Jesus Christ. Okay, what's up here? There must be something here. The hell? Hearing stuff, but I'm not really seeing anything. Okay. Left side is a bunch of nothingness. That's cool. But here we actually have more of a way. Can we go up here? And can go even up higher. Okay, what is the goal up here? I don't get it so far. I mean, we heard something, but can't really say what it was, essentially. We kind of did here. Okay. Now we really are on top of this formation here. What is it that is kind of important here for... Nope, I don't want to glide down. I still want to get up here. Oh. No, I did, but... Why 4? Yeah. I mean... There's something there. From distance it seems somewhat like a moon rover, but why? And especially like... You wouldn't get up there, because else you would like... wander out of the area itself, so I'm just like, just more confused, essentially. Is there something I can like interact with this tree? No, I don't think there's anything. We can like drop down into here. I don't really feel like here's something. Also, I just don't know. I don't see anything. Just gonna move on. Because I would like to see something in here, I just don't. And I don't really know what's it all about. We have a laser, another... no. This is a laser, but... oh, the green is actually... the green input is actually on this side. Interesting, so the only like really place would be like over there. And I don't see anything that would be usable in another way, but also there's actually one thing there. Okay, okay. Interesting stuff. I definitely want to set this one right up here. I will know how to exactly. I have an idea. Let's get into this test chamber here. There must be a question block. No, there must be something like you. I want you to use you for this little square that's actually given us there. Then we can just get up this upper cliffside here. And now we have a converter. It was green. That's weird. Where are you going? Okay. This is converted between red and blue. Why is this then going to... okay, we will need to see kind of later how this kind of works out. Now we've just set it up like maybe kind of right, but also I don't really feel like it, so... question block. We kind of block there. And with this we can just get it there. Okay. Okay, it's always pulling. Good to know. So we can pull it down too, or else we wouldn't get the cube. Now let's put this one here. And it's not high enough. It's not high enough. I mean, also, I just could put this one right here. That means I could personally get in there and then what? I mean, I didn't really notice that this one wasn't a really normal barrier, but more like a one where you couldn't get anything into it. Okay. So... I don't get it. Oh, I do. I just was thinking because like the cube was on here and I thought like, why wouldn't I just get it down here, put it on the switch, because it's not possible. There's no surface here to actually get it down. But that means you would technically need to get the cube in there. But also, you can just push it in there. So now, you cannot use it like that, but we should be able to, yeah. Use it like this. With the cube, and actually can take this one in here. Hmm. Hmm. This isn't really the answer I was hoping for, although we can jump into it. I can. Okay. Disengaged. Yes. This worked out quite nicely.
Solution. Well done.
Okay. Got this one down. Oh, I didn't know, so this one was a extra level. Okay, let's just follow this one right here. It ends at this position, meaning that the chamber 2 should have a possibility to send a signal down the line. So let's see what we're dealing with in the spider web. Yeah, we got blue right here. Connector trapped there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get in there. I feel like. But also, there's nothing else to it, essentially. I'm missing something else? I mean, I can do it like this. I should be able to get in there. Yeah, now what? No, in here, but... Well, I could actually put this one right here and climb out for myself. Just to be able to draw this one in. Like that, and... Now... It just technically stuck. I see what I have to do. Nope, not like this. Just didn't kind of do it right. So, space to jump here, space to jump here, take the connector, connect it with this one, and also, oh god, this is literally the worst. What? Whoa there, buddy. Okay, disengage, please. Let's take this one, and there it is, what I wanted. I'm just gonna put it on this platform here, and we can just pull it up from outside. That's not a problem. Just like this. I don't need this one anymore. Finish puzzle here. And we also got actually a signal. I can't get out there. Let's see. I mean, we didn't really get a sound or like a sound bite. It's just like said that we're also like done. So yeah, it's putting in red, which is not something it technically just wants. Also here in this time test chamber there wasn't anything related to lasers. No. So we don't have the possibility of doing anything else like directly with it. Which is weird because yeah, I don't know. Thing is, we don't have a large angle of possibilities, so I'm honestly stumped by this one. So I might actually need help on one of these ones, but we will do this one later. was just like really curious to see where we go and how it will like maybe kind of solve itself while doing other stuff. But I see now that this will not be the case with this one, so I'm just gonna move on. And also got another message. Battery issue. Sorry to be a grump, but what's going on with our battery tech? I had my battery replaced just a couple of years ago and it's already constantly in need of recharging. I can't spend half of my life in sleep mode. Is this really what you're coming for? This is exactly what we're coming to. Battery ingredients are rare. We can't scavenge further without building outposts. Herman shut down the mine project. What did everyone expect? You should learn to live with less. Sleep mode is a great time to meditate and think about our place in the universe. Do we really need to be active all the time? Let's not start a panic about a minor technical issue. Mistakes happen, Sterlo. Please talk to Pellegrino or Neve about getting a replacement, which I'm sure will work a lot better. Also got research on the gravity manipulators. Athena's technology can alter and reverse gravity. We've seen multiple cases of anti-gravity on the island. The potential industrial applications of this technology are staggering. So many of these challenges we face when trying to build involve gravity. Moving things, lifting things, keeping things steady. One could say that a significant part of human history has just been a long struggle with gravity. With anti-gravity, all of these processes would become simpler and safer. A victory for humankind, as Brian would undoubtedly say. Sorry, just had to sneeze. Oof. Okay. Third chamber, here we come. Akros is busy. I mean, he's hard looking through with his binoculars there, so upward migration. Okay, this is the end of the chamber with red being straight up on the end there. Also a connector. Also like different kind of spots. And a connector here. Red signal there, okay. And there's probably, yeah, like this thing right here. Okay. Why would there be something like that there? Okay. I mean, okay, I see why, actually. So, we're just gonna set this map right here. Create the antigrav. Create another antigrav right here. Now it's connected, and the whole same process just gonna do on this end right here, and after the whole like thing we did before, but the back end of side should be actually kind of done with it, because there's not much else to it. Yep. Actually pretty like easy chamber to do.
I've known Byron since day one. I was the first to be born with upgrades from the original Soma design, and he was the first to volunteer to upgrade his existing body.
Yeah, he was a big supporter of upgrades. Deliberate evolution, he called it.
Athena and Cornelius were very kind to me. And so was Byron, but he also made fun of me. And oddly enough, that made me feel more like an equal than anything the others said.
Yeah. Got a star with the sprites. We need to follow the sprite again. Still gonna ignore this one. Something up here, but it's probably like the other puzzle. If I look at it, there's like a lot of wall of room here. But there's something else. What is this? This is just a kind of slab? No, it's the golden puzzle. Oh. Interesting. Can I get away from there? No. Sadly not. Okay, just rush down to this chamber. Although there's something way out here. Like, it's really, really way out here. What exactly awaits me here? Is this just another palm reader? Sure is. Can I get over there from the water levels? Just too low. Okay. Ah, just an audio log from the phrases. The 8th one. It's here.
On my last return to New Jerusalem, I perused the latest artistic offerings and found myself deeply disappointed. There is nothing more despicable to me than an artist who pursues the appearance of morality. Moral art is trash, garbage, not even good enough to be used as wallpaper. If art is a religion, then morality is for those who want to be seen in church. True art is for those who believe. Art must be ecstatic, a work of revelation, created in pursuit of the truth, no matter where it leads. An artist must be an agent of chaos in times of order, and an agent of order in times of chaos.
Definitely see that being a problem. Okay, we'll just kind of prep a cube, I guess. Because else we're not gonna be able to get to the other side. Okay. Can just go back a few, but also can go in here. Just need to have a quick look. Okay, again. Okay, yeah, the blue one is over here. So, like, the kind of obvious thing to do is to just swap these and use the blue laser. Yeah, okay to use it, but how? Oh, good idea would maybe be to actually use this one right here. Like so. Problem was just that there is a gate there which kind of blocks the laser. That's not helpful. So now we've done the last kind of chamber and we need to essentially get something over here, like the block. Put the block up there, but would that help us in any capacity if we get the block from this position there to up there? No, I don't think so. And can I take this blade or something? Nope. It's not possible. We can also not over here. I mean, we need to use the grave shifter, I feel like, because we didn't until now. So we kind of question this of how to use it. I mean, something we can like obviously do something like this, but now I'm not sure what to do else. I can do like this and use the cube like completely. No. Why are you like this? Cannot. Oh, I can grab it still. Although in a weird spot. But still, what does that help you with? I don't see... a way of this actually like helping me. Also like the title of recycling. What does this really mean? I feel like, I mean, here's the thing. I didn't, at least technically, like, didn't use the grave shifter like at all. Like, yeah, I just tried some things, but I feel I didn't use it yet. So I'm feeling like, okay, I need to somehow use it. But at the same time, I don't really know what else I can do, because I don't see any more surfaces which are able to or could be able to like place it. So up there, I don't think that this is possible. No. Second is such a weird one. I feel like do something like this, but what? I don't get what it actually would help me with. I don't see how this could work out. Oh, actually, I have an idea. Also, I need you actually. Come down here. I've got a really good idea of just putting this one down here, getting a cube across with me. I can just place it down, but also use it like this. And now use it like this. And I still have this as an object available for the last button. Nice. New advanced content is available. Include environmental observations, field notes on the local biosphere. This environment has been modified to allow life to spread. Most of the life forms can be found in other parts of the island as well, but some appear to be endemic to this region. It's possible they were genetically modified to be better able to survive here. There are some particularly gorgeous dragonflies that I cannot help but think they are deliberately designed to be beautiful. But maybe I'm making the same mistake our ancestors made, seeing intent where there is none. Also just noticed that there's a hologram here. I skipped actually the fourth chamber. Just noticed.
Today, for the first time, I synthesized life. It was just a unicellular cyanobacterium, but the sheer complexity of even such a simple organism is breathtaking. Creating it from pure energy, I was filled with a sense of awe and majesty. A sense that what I was doing was sacred. It made me think about the enormous power of life. 2.5 billion years ago, these simple beings terraformed the entire planet, creating the oxygen that underlies the Earth's incredible biodiversity, wiping out thousands of other species, but making the future possible.
Okay. Also interesting is that there's a cube there. there's something like this. Gonna hold the door open with this one, but that doesn't help as long as I don't have anything else. Although I'm thinking inside the box, which is not something we should do because I can just disengage. And now I can take you with me. So, okay, first of all, is there something there? Please. Yes, a red signal. But how would this help? Wait, what? Oh, no, it doesn't make sense. I'm just a little confused there. How do I get there in the end? Okay, disengage again. I mean, the farther I'm away, the more I'm actually kind of seeing this, but also like there's a wall there, so I can put it like this. No. Stop this. I mean, I don't feel like that's the answer, but it's something I definitely can do. It's just to kind of use this one right here to open this one right up. But there's like only the source one right here and nothing else? I don't feel like there's to it. I mean, definitely can use the box as well. But for what end? That's actually like just the fact that I also have like the box available here. But I'm not certain what this will whether it kind of will help me. I'm just like wondering why why is the red input here to open this barrier? I mean, there should have been, or I should have like a use. I just don't see it because I only have one of them available. At least I would argue I only have one available. Trying to see if like outside there's maybe something, but I don't feel like there is. What can I do? What am I missing? I have an idea what I'm missing. Sometimes the solution is simpler than it may seem. Like, whoops, too much. Like really simple. So simple that you can just walk on walls. And it's this. So I didn't really what about. I was really thinking about using the kind of view, the kind of perspective that's like given. Let's see. Talos Principle, 1961. Digging through the archive, I was surprised to discover that there is a movie based on the Talos Principle. an international co-production written by Robert Harrison Blake, a pseudonym for an unknown screenwriter, and directed by young Sergio Leone. It stars Peter Ustinov as Straton of Zagare, Cyril Mostel as his comedic sidekick Nicomachus, and Angel Andaranda as the earnest Amentias. It's not a realistic biography of Straton, but a kind of sword and sandal fantasy epic that culminates in Straton's building of a replica of the mythical robot Talos to defeat the war-crazed Spartans. That part is fun and surprisingly well done for its tiny budget, but the movie also contains a number of fascinating dialogue scenes inspired by Straton's work. Ustin as Straton has a line I really liked. "There are always hard times in human history," Amenitas. Do you think we are the first to be besieged by enemies, or to doubt the wisdom of our allies? But while yesterday is set in stone, a better tomorrow is always within our grasp. That's fascinating. Thank you for sharing. How weird that this film is not better known. It's what Trevor said in the audiophile 1K found. Great art isn't always appreciated in its own time. It's not like people particularly loved Straton himself, but we can appreciate it now. Okay. So we've done like the 5th puzzle already. Just like switching out a little bit there, but that's no problem. Let's see. There's actually like an audio log, like a palm reader. Also just around here. So let's see what there's on there. How it was before. From JJ Nakalem's Aba to Antarctica. Moments of transition and revelation. My great-grandmother lived to be 108 years old, retaining her sharpness of mind to her last day. A couple of months before she died, I interviewed her for my podcast. At the end, I asked her the same question I ask every guest. What is something you wish everyone understood? She thought about it for a while. Then she said, how it was before. She tried to explain how much time she spent every single day on utterly mind-numbing activities, like hauling water from the well, and how radical everything changed when the area was finally connected to the electrical grid. Before, there was no time to live, she said, no time to be free, only work, work, work. I countered by saying that there didn't seem to be much time to live now either, but she laughed derisively. I had no idea what work really meant, she said. Young people were weak and feckless, and that's why we let corporations exploit us. Slightly unnerved by her harshness, I asked her if she's missed anything about that time. Something old photos, something our village seemed idyllic to me, but my grandmother quashed any romantic notions I might have had. The past is bad, she said with some finality. Let it be. Myrna commented, so many thoughts of generations of suffering. Even a single life full of tragedy seems outrageous and unacceptable to me. And Avina replied, that's why we have to make it have meaning. Return to monkey. From the Book of Unentered Internet Comments by Stindius. I just think people are dumb, like recklessly fucking stupid, absolute fucking morons. Human history is a fucking clown show from beginning to end. The average person? Just a slobbing buffoon, bumbling through life like a drunk gooler in a fucking china shop, breaking stuff left and right, throwing shit at the walls and never understanding a single fucking thing that happens. 5358. I mean, I just look at this fucking software, putting asterisks wherever it would be. People are afraid of fucking words like they have magic powers. But the real world shit that is fucking running their lives, or like, thought to suffer. The real world that is ruining their lives, that's fine, because they're too fucking dumb to do something about it. Return to monkey? Brother, we never left. A curious inversion. The return to the mythical state of a monkey is usually portrayed as the material return to an early stage of development, but here the author instead portrays it as a mental state that has never been surmounted. Miranda commented, "I would like to meet Uncle Asturias one day. He sounds like someone who is always curious about everything." And content load. Founding 8. Hitler's Journal 8. From Hitler's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Day 421. The first new human arrived today. Calls him Arcadia, after Shenevsky. Spirits are still dampened by the loss of Yemo, but Aaron is making an effort. I feel a little sorry for him. He's still so curious, jumping at shadows and staring up at the sky at night, just like I used to do. And here we are, a bunch of grouchy old humans that have seen it all and are weary and tired and sad. I wonder what he makes of it all. But, be that as it may, we are making good progress on the new living areas, although Arcadia will have to use Yemen's old quarters for the next few weeks. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Oh, an old friend, Driller. Other side. Well, there's nothing much there yet. And we have good old Aunt Gravity. Put this one there. And we gotta take it through like so. Okay. I already can see what the whole idea is. We will put these ones right here. Although I have one problem still, I'm just noticing. Because this is great and all, but... Oh, actually, that's an even better idea. Putting it like so, returning, in the hopes that this will, yeah, actually take us with it. And I'm almost stuck. Only almost, not like completely. We will cut it. I don't have any other way than just to walk around it. So. It's a little bit tricky. But I didn't get really that much like stuck on it. Which was good. But I must kind of consider that I was thinking about how to get them through here, like a kind of deal. Especially with me being on the other side, which doesn't help. But I did actually get it. So that's great. Okay, we have something hidden kind of away here. Just another puzzle. And also... Oh, also this one right here. That's good to know. Okay, let's do this after this one. Stowaway. Okay, what's the goal? Goal is to get red signal here and everywhere. Okay, we need to... Ooh, okay. We need to change some things up a little bit. Because this one up here is great and all, but we don't need it, that position. But what we want to do is do something like this to get myself and especially connector over here. So we now may be able to connect these two, but it will not work with the angle from it. No. Okay, but this puzzle seems too easy. Like, what's the problem here? Like now I'm just gonna be able to put a cube on here. Oh. Well, this has the really small possible angle, this doesn't work. So like that's the problem. Because if I want to, say I put it like here, it's not gonna work. Either it's gonna be blocked by the, no, it's gonna be blocked by the cube only if I put it like here. Then it's gonna be blocked by the cube. Yeah, well, it's just snatching to the grid there. Okay, so that's the kind of problem we are dealing with. And now, what is it that we can kind of do to do something about all this? What can we do with this then? That would be kind of great, but also... I mean, it would kind of be possible. Oh. That's an interesting thought I just had. How about... Ah, well, no, this will not work, actually. This will not fly up there, yeah. It's a problem. We need to try it out, but the question is kind of... would something else kind of work? Like if I would put a cube there, but the other thing, this one right here. Oh! Ah! Didn't mean to. I want to try something. Oh, this is curious. You can detach the fan. That's an idea. I mean, it doesn't need... it can be that it's not going to work, but... the fan would probably like the best option to have up here. That will be definitely something I want to have. So... what we can do... is just jump into it with the fan. And now we have the fan here. And now we can actually just put it right back here. Nice. So this one. Now we can just go ahead and follow this one right here. This one already like here, then we can just follow it. It's going there. I cannot even imagine that we can gonna need some constructions that are like laying around here. Like for this one, for example. That's why this whole stuff is here. I fucking knew that this would like still be on top there. Still require me to just jump down mindlessly. Let's get up there. Okay. Let's get some distance to complete here. Okay, I also got this kind of point there. Now we want to go in the left direction. Now we're saying downwards. No, don't really. Okay. sure. Where are you going? Like, really, where are you going? Why are you flying so high? Oh. Oh. Can't get up there. Really? Oh man. Okay. So we're going in the right direction already, kind of. Which worries me. Where are you going? Why? Why are you like this? Why am I to like chase up this one without the trouble of going like a whole nother way? Are you just mocking me with one of you? Okay, we're almost done. It's going to be like the last point we need to be. Just kind of catch it. Okay. Let's start.
You must yearn for a better world. Yearn for it with such intensity that your heart suffers. Keep your eyes on that distant vision even when you know that you may never reach it.
Okay. The bunker here. The vicinity. Let's see, delivery. Okay. We can either access the fan or let something be pushed into the air. Can trade. That's something we can do. With red signal right here. Huh. Red signal. Okay, so our end goal is to get a connector up there. Essentially just to bridge from the output in the input there. Okay, that's our goal. So now how firstly we can we get this out from here? I mean, an easy thing would be to use the cube. But before we would do that, actually, I can't pull it down. At least not yet. Just change her out. That doesn't help. It's enclosed there. What is this there from there for? We can like connect these two. That's great and all, but the problem is, you can jump there. That's obscene. I mean, I guess it's like worth a try to, oops, try to pull this one down more. I should get it to it, but it doesn't seem to really want to do it. Not gonna reach with this one. I can detach the fan. That's something I've thought of. Because I can jump in there, but that's not helpful now. That's not something we want to do. It's far better to just open the door right here. So now we can just get this one down here to the ground. Now we have another cube. And now we can get the fan back. Why? Oh well, the problem is... But the fan doesn't help us with this one. That's weird. I'd probably just phase. So we never get the connector... No, we will get the connector in there. That's why the fan is for. But we also need a cube. Okay. Oh, wrong kind of order. Business here. Get you away from it. Although... No, that's fine. That's totally fine. It's totally doable in that kind of order. Because now we can place these there. Get our connector also placed on top. Hit the switch and have it ready. And that's why there's also like a window here, because we can now do it like this. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah, I cannot use it through here. Although no, it's not really a problem. We still have the fan blade still left here. So we can just trade these on this button. And then we can... Oh, this is not really stable there. Let's still get how we need. Yeah, nice. Okay.
The particle clouds continue to be exactly the same.
And somewhere around to the left here. There's the entrance. Hey, brother.
There you are. Good.
What's happening?
Inside this lab, there's a machine. As usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice. As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
So what can do I do?
You go in there and you switch it off. Shouldn't be hard.
Could you get in there? Or is there some other kind of problem? Although I don't know if it is kind of... Oh. That's peculiar. Oh, just error. An emergency shutdown. Cannot initiate automatic shutdown. Cannot load profile settings. Cannot access energy flow manager. And connection just lost. Output my parameter speed saved protocol 2C settings. Error cannot adjust output max to correct settings. Adjust access denied. Error automatic shutdown has been disabled by user unknown. Identify user. Error unknown user. Okay, then initiate emergency shutdown. Access denied. Unknown script Athena detected load. Yeah. I know what it kind of waits me a little bit, but... Oh no, it's an anthropogony text adventure. Sure. You wake up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. Well, just look around. You seem to be in a labyrinth of ancient, crumbling walls. Beneath you is an altar of some kind, as if you were a sacrifice. The sky above you is a perfect cobalt blue, and you are startled by its beauty. Examine the altar. The altar is a place of birth and a place of death. We sense that blood was spilled there, I hear, that lives were given for life to be gained. This is how all things came into existence, but is it how all things must continue? We've gained knowledge, sacrifice. Okay. A cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know, without knowing how, it is the wind from the kingdom of Artemises. It is the wind that brings with it whispers of mountains glimpsed across the stormy sea, and deep forest wreathed in fog, and the long-forgotten cities of your ancestors. Explore the labyrinth. You set out into the ruins, apprehensive but curious. There is a strange kind of beauty here, the beauty of decay. You must be careful not to imbibe too much of it. Suddenly an echo voice speaks to you. Echoing voice. Emergency shutdown settings, access denied, it tones. Error 1C155358. This corruptible must be on the corruption. The sting of death is sin. Towards him. Leaving the lost children of Fabulousness behind you, you step out into a vast plain under a setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the lights of distant fires on the slopes of Olympus, but you are not ready to ascend. Only once you have found all three sigils, will the path to the divine flame be open. A path leads to the south, to the buried city, and another leads north, to the garden of the Hesperids. Journey to the buried city. The buried city lies to the south. It was once a place of great wisdom. The philosophers of old strolled on its walkways, debating the nature of virtue and the soul. Now the sands of the desert have claimed its streets, and even its famed temple upon the hill is slowly eroding. Search the ruins. As you walk through the lost avenues of the buried city looking for a sigil, you come upon a strange sight. Procession of ghostly figurines, echoes of a forgotten past, or an unimaginable future, trapped in a moment of celebration. They are smiling, happy, at peace with the world. How do they make you feel? Happy, sad, or terrified? Just go with happy. Although it's just weird ghostly figures, but I'm just sharing the feelings. The ghosts do not frighten you. You decide that they are not echoes of the past, but signs of the future yet to come. Walking amongst the ghosts, you come upon a fragment bearing the sigil of the owl. Reach down, take it, and as you do, you have gained the sigil. Journey to the garden of the Hesperids. Your journey is interrupted by a frightful burned figure standing alone in the sands of the desert. Access denied, it screams. Error 1C155358. Will we fight? Warning, outbacks per characters. Yeah, okay. The nymphs lead you to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seem to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a temple. In the middle of this chamber grows a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grows a single golden apple. Ask nymph about the apple, take the apple, ask nymph about their father, ask about emergency shutdown. Ask about the apple. This apple, they say in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered at the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the immortality of the world, and true wisdom, its unending folly. Who will take this burden upon themselves? Beg them to let you have the apple, punch in them 5358. Explain the world that needs you to succeed, dodge world. Say you're strong enough to bear it, dodge self. Offer to trade part of yourself for the apple, dodge sacrifice. Got the note about sacrifice, so we offer to trade a part of ourselves for the apple, although it's a little bit extreme, but here we go. Which part of yourself would you give up then? The nymphs ask. My name, my shadow, my heart, my car, my bar. Okay. Personally, I don't really know what these two reference to. But my shadow. A dangerous choice. What is a man without a shadow? Who is not anchored into the world? You've gained a sigil. Join to Olympus. Suddenly the voice of the Sphinx, whatever, her golden wings, her shadow cast. Initiate emergency shutdown. No, you must not do this, Pandora commands you. I've stopped you for a reason. If you complete your quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. Error, point out the Pandora's installation in the whole system. Throw the sigils at Pandora, error or retry. I will point out that Pandora is stabilizing the whole system. Pandora hesitates, then she sighs. You speak the truth, creature of clay. Even I cannot use the flame wisely. Access granted. Oh. To make the script. Okay.
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay. Touch it, and you will burn.
Can I access the other files? Nope. Still arrowed. Inaccessible. Still weird that these kind of things are in here. Two kind of fields. Which can deactivate another? Like barrier maybe or something? No, I'm not sure. Okay. Something below this staircase. Just checking. So... Hi, Melon.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted.
Did you figure out anything else about the generator?
When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
That's very promising. I was going into what's bananas. I'm gonna reference that.
True, but that was user error.
If enough, there will always be a user error. Yeah, that's not wrong to say.
I think I could idiot-proof this thing, but I do take your point. Pellegrino once almost killed himself with a bucket.
It's definitely possible. Also, to idiot-proof something is very hard and quite take up some resources to do so. So we're gonna also got like another chamber here, the 8th one. Let's see, step and release. Got 2 of these ones here, but they need both to be activated. Or it's they're like useless. Our goal is to get red laser into the input there and fly to go. Okay. We can do something like this. But that's not enough. Okay, what do we have here? We can trade something like this to get actually a jammer, which would be really helpful. So I like the idea. So let's do this. Let's get ourselves the anti-grav first. And after that, we're just gonna take this one. But also, there was anti-grav here. Peculiar. Also... I have a problem actually, because we need something to trade. And if I take it away, then the thing is going away too. So that's not happening. But we can actually get the other item here through the means of this. And now we can get the jammer. Although we need to... What should I really do? What guys, this one up there, but we need to like a second object that we also have. Okay, yeah. I get how it is. Yeah, I need to swap this. I know. It's a little bit of a roundabout way, but else we'll not be able to get what we need. So swap these items, go back down, then swap these items, and now we have finally the possibility. So I'll gem this while also loading this one. So then we got this one loaded and can put this one down. And now we need to do this like whole ideal again to get up there. We have two things, yes. But we need to trade those. Ha. Yeah, but that wouldn't work. At least I don't think it will. I don't think the laser still exists even if I trade it in. No. That's not helpful. Okay, I'll... should have done it like a different way, but whatever. It's still... oops. Still gonna work out. Okay, now we finally got it. Everything we needed. It was just a little bit of a hassle to do so. Okay. Let's get to the tower and see what we can do. Especially which kind of personality we will encounter there this time. And maybe we'll have like another... or I need to get up there. Like another meeting with mirrors. I mean, we need to find him and also free him, so... The... like luckiest thing would be if he would kind of show up and tell us how we can get to him. Why is this one red? What? Well, these ones are green, so I guess I'll use these then. Unless we get Y in this case, but sure. Yeah, it did help me, so I kind of clearly take it. That's weird. No, this is not helpful. Let's do this one again. Maybe like this. No. That's a little bit of a stretch there. Yeah, no, that's not, isn't it either the combination I want. And to go like away like this, I don't see this one either. So this piece is probably not like the right one to begin with. Can I do something with this one? No. I mean, can take, no, I can only like do this on this side direction. Maybe something like this. That's not the right correct direction. I mean... oh. I was just like saying what hinders me to just jump across. Actually, the game doesn't allow me to do that. Interesting. Then we just solve it normally. Or like, rightfully. Yeah. Ooh. A bit more space up here. That's interesting. There's nothing around here. Still, really dig the style. These towers. Everything that's within them. Just want to make sure that there's nothing in here. Maybe of use for me for like the star or so. Nope. Okay. Just want to make sure.
The philosopher Stratum of Stagira had little respect for the gods, and instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. Can you see the folly of his actions?
It's never a folly to pursue the truth, even if there's a cost. The folly was not his, it was the people who acted foolishness. There's no folly in pursuing the truth, it was only his methods that were mistaken. It was foolish of him to give his own life to pursuit of truth. He should have respected the traditions and beliefs of his people. Here's the thing, he was like other kind of people who were just ahead of their time, and the like current people, especially around them, didn't appreciate it. So I feel like the whole ideal is, or like same as an example, is like lying to him in a sense also. So I would argue that the fault was not his, it was the people who acted foolishly.
Yet he was the one who broke their laws. Why do you judge them and not him?
Because he did not take a life, because unjust laws should be broken, because the truth is the only thing that the future can be built on. I feel like saying that just because he didn't take any life doesn't mean that he like hurt anyone or like damaged anyone or something along those lines. So that's like a weak argument, I feel like. Because unjust laws should be broken. It sounds a little like harsh, but also it's not really like wrong if there are laws in place that are just oppressive or like bad for the population itself, but like for the higher ups it's like a good law, so they keep it, then I can see that, yeah, it should be then broken. And the third kind of option is it's not really true either. I would argue like the truth is the only thing that future can be built upon is something I don't feel like right, because in the end, well, it's a little bit backwards, like thinking maybe, but I feel like that's not right, because in the end, like the winners of a battle, for example, are the ones who write the history, and they, of course, will write their own truth as being in the history itself. So it's like a little bit backwards, because it's not the past that's necessarily like mentioned here, but more of the future. But I feel like there's a element of relevance even with this one. So even though I really don't feel like that's the exact one I wanted to answer, because I feel like more of that he would, or he was like more of a person that was just ahead of his time and nothing else, and people just kind of ruled over him because they had other laws in place. Yeah. The kind of newest thing would be because unjust laws should be broken.
And who is to decide which laws are unjust? You?
Everyone must decide for themselves, and accordingly, we must decide collectively. Some moral principles are self-evident. So, yeah, that's the problem I already, like, thought that she would maybe throw against me. The problem with now saying that everyone must decide for themselves, like, accordingly, is that, well, if you for yourself don't feel like the one law is, like, just, then this would kind of give you right to just break it. Even if you may harm other people with it, and it may like be immoral to do these kind of actions, but because of like this saying here, you still would be kind of right to do so. So that's like not really right to do. But also like we must decide collectively is a little bit hard to do, because in the end it's the most kind of fitting one, I feel like. But still there are some weaknesses within this like saying. But also to just say some moral principles are self-evident is not a really good answer, I would argue, because these moral principles are self-evident would just be also more or less still subjective, and also a thing tied to the view of what is normal in society, which doesn't really help much. So I would argue we must decide collectively.
And yet you say that Straton acted correctly, when the collective will had turned against him.
Yes, and through his actions, and while the collective will was altered. You're correct, I correct myself, I don't know the right answer. Yeah, no, I contradict myself in that kind of situation. But that's the problem. If I will say, okay, only one person can decide for himself, then, well, it's just anarchy. Anarchy all over the place. Essentially, at least, because it's just how it will be, or like how it be like laid out then. So, yes, but through his actions, every collective will was altered, and as I just like read all over it again, he was just ahead of his time, and the people weren't kind of ready for it. But in the end, after like some time, he exactly was like right with it.
And how many lives must be sacrificed to appease this collective will? How much must be lost for the mob to find wisdom? Consider this as you approach the flame.
Let's see, is there something else? Probably not. No.
Well, that was surprisingly calm, given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere. I didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I've toyed with the idea that the entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
Okay, so now we've got still the problem with the star, with the laser still being present, and also which direction was it? This direction. And the problem with it is that I just don't really know what to do, because we don't have the right color for it. Where am I heading? Am I heading in the right direction, or is this like the other statues, like the other statue? Yeah, it's not what I wanted. Okay, where was the other one? I think it was this direction. I mean, it seems a little bit like that. problem is that I don't see a way to get a green like there to actually also like redirect from up there into it. I don't see a way of how I will able to do that. So I'm just really like a little bit speechless there of how to maybe achieve that. Still, I want to have a look up there for once more and see for myself if I may be able to figure something out. But if I'm not really sure what to do, I'm just definitely gonna use the guide I kind of like use all the time already. Or these kind of star puzzles, just because I don't really know what else to do with them. It's just like wrong in that kind of regard. It's such just weird. And I mean, also I don't really get why there is this platforming possibility. Was somewhere here, wasn't it? Yeah, there. So we can like actually climb up there in this kind of area and do kind of all sorts of things. But nevertheless, still, you're not going to be able to do anything up there, I feel like, because the input is on the side here. There's no way something of this software over there will get in here in any shape, way or form. Okay, honestly I'm completely lost. And I can't really imagine what to do with all of this. So honestly I'm just gonna have a look at the guide here. Let's see, it's the Pandora Star. First hint, now the receiver on the statue isn't missing, it's just the right side of the box. Yeah, that's what I noticed. Second tip, the receiver is at an awkward angle, isn't it? And that purple barrier inside the cliff to the west, certainly hiding something that can help you. How do you reach it? Try having a closer look. Also got this one. Third is, hidden in the cliff's shadow is an anti-grav panel. Luckily nearby the cursed puzzle has a gravity shifter you can use. Once you reach a cove, you can find something of interest, but it won't be enough to unlock the monument. Keep looking around the vicinity of the lost puzzle. Okay. In the vicinity of the lost puzzle, there should still be something? Okay, what am I missing? There's something here. What is this all about? What am I seeing here? Like multiple fans right there. And the big question I have is, is there a way to get up there? Maybe from all the way here. Seems like a way it's possible to get through to the fence here. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. There's a converter. Okay. Now it makes way more sense. I already like thought that there may be a converter, but that's the thing. I didn't want to look around too much. Because, I mean, in this case it was pretty close, but sometimes it may be even a little bit further away, which I just didn't want to, yeah, just try to deal with. So it's blocking itself, also it's not helping, so we just, what the, okay, this one right here, keep the connections, and make these two, and we have green. Okay. And I have another spark here.
The honest philosopher is rewarded with poison. The hypocrite is rewarded with power.
Okay, so that's essentially it for today's stream. I'm just trying to walk back to the platform, but I'm not doing anything else. So yeah, I will be live with tomorrow again, around the same time, around the same length probably also. And yeah, also with only Talos Principle II. So got to see some interesting scenery, especially like the greenery here. I didn't necessarily expect with the previous kind of world being more barren, more desert really like. I mean, it's not too surprising if you consider that they are terraforming these kind of places and doing a lot of different kind of things to actually achieve this whole deal. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you have a nice day or evening or whenever you see this. If you're looking up the word. And yeah, until tomorrow, have a great day, and bye.